Nigeria, Professor Doyin Awoyale, who joins me to speak on the judgment sentencing Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to life imprisonment. Prof, there was a rowdy session in courts today with Nnamdi Kanu insisting on presenting final written address. Did he have a right to one, and does his absence during his sentencing in any way violate his right to fair hearing?
Well, if you recall, Nnamdi Kanu did not call any evidence. So if he doesn't call an evidence, there will be no need for him to file or argue a final written address. So there was nothing wrong with that procedure.
All right, and they're talking about that decision of Nnamdi Kanu to sack his lawyers and defend himself instead. How do you think that affected how the case eventually turned out?
I think all along he had an erroneous belief that he's been tried under a repealed law. And I don't think he was listening to his lawyers at any point. Because if I must say, he had one of the best legal teams anyone can have who have handled similar cases in the past. And if you recall, he also made a 360-degree turnaround to say that he wants the court to expunge the plea he earlier took, wherein he pleaded not guilty to the charges for which he was brought to court, despite the fact that his lawyers were present in court when the plea was taken. I think he also believed that by the decisions of the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal, earlier in a case he filed against the federal government, that no court in Nigeria is precluded from trying him. I think those were the illusions that he had, and those are the things that really confused him in the course of trial.
Now, this case has been on for many years, after that arrest in 2015, and many stakeholders, including even governors and lawmakers, have actually solicited Mr. Kanu's release in a more political arrangement. Is that still feasible considering his attitude in court today?
I think so, because the judge is a very matured person. He didn't allow the behavior in court to any way affect his demeanor, and the judge really handed down that decision in accordance with the law. I think the next option applicable and available to him now would be to appeal that decision. And he can also explore the prerogative of mercy option by allowing the president to pardon him. I think the issue of political option cannot be foreclosed at this point.
All right, then. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Professor Doyin Awoyale, thank you very much for sharing these insights with us on TVC News at 10.
Thank you for having me.